Hi, everybody. Hi. Okay, I'm really, I'm pleasantly shocked that as many people know about the show and are watching the show as I am, because when I started watching it, nobody here was watching it. I told all of the producers, the writers to watch it. Before we get into this, you explain what the show is briefly, and then why the hell you'd want to do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, the show is basically about 15 women, 15 men. We meet and we talk through a wall. We try to find love, right? If it works out, then you get engaged and possibly married in the end.
Right. So through a wall. So the whole point is about personality only.
Right.
Right. So and why did you choose to do this?
I mean, I chose to do it because, basically my dating life wasn't going that well. And, I was like, let's see what happens. And a year and a half later, here I am with this awesome man right here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's what's amazing. It was a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
All right. So who went in thinking that you were going to find love? Anybody going this could work?
I honestly only chose to do it because I was out of work at the time and I was going stir crazy because I was on workman's comp, so I couldn't leave. I couldn't do anything. I was like, I might find love. This could be interesting. Why not? And I ended up with a whole husband.
Yeah.
Like, what?
For me, it was very cosmic. I was at a bar with a group of girlfriends, and I was telling them how there are no men for me in the city, and at that moment, I got a DM on Instagram. And it was this person telling me, hey, you can fall in love and potentially get married, and I was like, this is the universe speaking to me. And I went for it.
Surprise.
I'm probably one of the most interesting cases because they actually found me on Tinder. So started chatting with this girl, hit it off. She's like, add me on Instagram. Had a pretty good connection, and she's like, I'm a casting producer, and I'm like, catfish. And then
Wow.
now I'm here. So.
But how you get to the altar and you seemed genuinely surprised. Did you? I mean, I was surprised too. Although Portia said he's crying, and that was a giveaway that you were going to say no.
Well, he loves to cry.
Damian's always crying.
He's a big softie.
But really, that was a surprise to you?
Yeah, I went in hoping for the best. I went through trials and tribulations with him and not knowing what to expect, but hoping. I'm in my wedding dress, I'm gonna get married. And at that moment where he was like, I do not, I went through shock, anger, sadness, understanding, and acceptance all in a really short time frame. And you saw that little tumble? Yeah, I picked myself right back up and dusted it off. But I really just wanted to have a time to myself and start the healing process.
Right. So, but then you went back to him.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, because you knew, because he was saying he does love you, but he just didn't want to marry you.
Yes.
Because you were kind of all over the place with your emotions.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's just, marriage is such a final thing, and obviously I'm so happy that you guys all decided to take the plunge, and I really wanted to go through what is it going to be like when things get hard, and when that was happening, he realized maybe we need to be best friends first, and I respect his decision. Obviously, we're dating, and everything happens for a reason, but.
So y'all are dating. You're not married.
Right.
Yeah.
So, because it was a year and a half ago that this was, I didn't know it was that long ago that it was shot. So y'all have been married for a year and a half.
A whole year and a half.
You've been married for a year and a half.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow. So y'all moved in together right away when this show was over?
Well, for me, I actually kept my place for about 3 months after we were done. I had to make that transition.
Right.
But after that, I got rid of my place. Now we're in our home.
Right,
Yeah.
our home. And I was so proud of her because she had never lived with another man before.
Yeah.
But she kept a level head the entire time, and I'm just proud of her for that.
And y'all moved in right away?
We did. And then I found out the house was haunted when he left me by myself there while he went to Amsterdam. And I was like, I don't know, should we stay here? And
What do you mean it was haunted?
it was haunted, Ellen.
Well,
Our
that's a whole-
dog.
Wait, all right, that's my show. Nobody take this one. I'm doing a show with the haunted house y'all live in.
Our amazing dog Coda was laying on the bed with me one day, and she started growling and barking at absolutely nothing in the closet. And I caught something moving across the screen when I started recording her, and something moved. I was like, nope, no, thank you.
All right, I have a lot of questions, so we're going to take a break, and we're going to have more questions, more answers. We'll be back. We're back with a cast from. You're not really a cast from Love Is Blind, and you're people. You're not actors. All right, so there was a incident with Jessica, who also was very interested in you, and she wasn't completely honest during the show, and so I want you to see the clip for those of you who haven't seen it. And then, Amber, I would like you to address it.
The Barnett thing that happened in the pods, it's over. It was a complicated situation to begin with, and getting over that might take a while. But if it was still a thing, if it was still in your head, that would have been disrespectful, and that would have made me literally like beat your ass.
Baby, for sure.
Like if you were to ever to actively go after my husband, I would destroy your life.
Look at me.
Baby's a fan, okay. Baby,
We're
I'm not
never
worried about
again
being against you.
together.
I never have been.
Promise me?
Never, not ever.
All right, yeah, that was fun to watch, I bet, a year and a half later, when all this time you thought that she was really saying, you know, I don't have those feelings. Then at the reunion, you had a chance to address her, and how'd that feel?
So obviously there was a lot of things in the show that I didn't know about. I thought maybe she had a crush on him. So seeing everything when the show aired, I was not happy. And Matt was doing his best to like calm me down. He's like, all right, we're gonna compromise here. Because obviously I'm a very open person. I'm very honest about my feelings. So something was going to be said. And we compromised in keeping it.
We brought it down to like 20%.
Like a 20%. We brought it down.
Oh, that was 20%?
That was 20%.
That was a lot. That was a lot. All right, so what's next for everyone? What's next for you guys?
Well, for us, definitely we want to have another wedding reception, you know, because all of our family and friends couldn't come to the first
Right.
one. So, you know, we need to party it up.
Yep. And then what's next for you guys?
I think for us, it's we're still like, I think we've become best friends now. So really want to travel together a little bit more. We're still not living together, which is sort of exciting, but we hang out all the time.
Taking it
So
by our own pace, which
Yeah.
is nice.
Okay, so are you engaged at all, or no? You're just,
No?
she threw the
Okay.
ring. Understandable.
Bye.
and then what's next for you guys?
Really, we're just going with the flow right now. We got a new lease, so we're probably going to be in that place and then buy a house eventually and have kids soon, but no timeline.
Yeah, got
All
a
right.
great apartment,
timeline,
great
yeah.
dog, and we're having a lot of fun right now.
Yeah.
Just
We're gonna take a break. We're gonna play Never Have I Ever after this.